Once upon a time, in a small village hidden between misty mountains, lived a young boy. His life wasn't filled with toys or luxury, but with hard work and dusty roads. Every morning, before the sun touched the earth, he was already awake, helping his mother and working in the fields. His hands were rough, and his clothes were old, but his heart was full of dreams. He believed that even though he was born in a mud house, he wasn't meant to die in one. And in that simple village, he found a reason to smile every day, a girl who promised to walk beside him forever. He thought he had everything he needed to be happy. But as the years went by, the reality of life began to bite.
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
The boy's love was
The
deep,
flowers smell
but his
wonderful
pockets
tonight.
were
They
empty.
do.
But not as lovely as
One
this
day, the
Thank
girl
you.
he loved looked
This
at him
is
with
so
cold
nice.
eyes.
It is.
She
I'm
said she
so
couldn't
glad
live a
we're
life
here.
of struggle anymore.
Me too. You make
She
me
chose
so
a
happy.
man with a shiny
You always know
car
how
and
to
a
make
big
me smile.
house, leaving the village boy standing
moon is
alone in the
beautiful
pouring
tonight.
rain.
Not as beautiful
He
as
watched
this
the only
moment.
world he knew drive away,
You're right.
leaving him
This is
behind in the mud.
I'm so glad
He
we're here
felt a
together.
pain so
Me
sharp
too.
it felt like his soul was
This
breaking.
is so peaceful.
He felt
Being with you
invisible,
makes it
small,
perfect.
and completely
I love our
worthless.
walks.
Me too.
For the first time
Let's
in
go
his
this way.
life, the boy who used to dream, lost all hope.
Is something wrong?
I can't do this anymore.
Wait, what? Please don't go.
It's over.
Please don't go. It's over. I'm leaving. How could you do this to me?
Darkness took over his mind. One night, he walked to an old, lonely tree at the edge of the village. He had a rope in his hand. He thought, if nobody wants me, why should I stay? He stood there, ready to end his story. But just as he closed his eyes, he remembered his mother's face, her tired smile, her sacrifice. He realized that if he died now, he would die a loser. Something inside him snapped. He didn't want to be a victim anymore. He threw the rope away into the dark bushes. He wiped his tears and made a silent vow, I will return, and when I do, the world will know my name.
Smile, Mom.
That night, without saying a word to anyone,
It gives
he
me
left the
strength.
village for the big city. The city was loud, cold, and cruel. For months, he slept on cold floors and worked 3 jobs just to eat. He cleaned floors, carried heavy loads, and took every insult with a silent smile. But every night, while others were sleeping, he was studying. He was learning. He was building himself, piece by piece. The boy who was once broken was now becoming a man of steel. He didn't have time for parties or rest, he only had time for his mission. Slowly, his hard work began to pay off. The small office job turned into a business, and that business turned into an empire. The village boy was gone, a visionary leader was born.
Right, time to study. I can do this. Team, let's review the progress.
UI redesign is complete and approved.
Good, let's discuss the next steps.
We should prioritize the
Agreed,
API.
let's get to it.
Years later, a luxury car pulled up in the city center. A man stepped out, sharp, powerful, and successful. It was him. By chance, he saw her, the girl from his past. She looked older, tired, and her eyes were filled with shock when she realized who he was. She walked up to him, crying, telling him how sorry she was and how she made a mistake. He looked at her, not with anger, but with a calm peace. He said, I'm not mad at you.
Oh my God.
Because if you
What are you
hadn't
doing
broken my
here?
heart, I never would have found my strength.
I work
Thank you
here.
for leaving
Please
me.
Just go.
We need to talk.
He turned around, stepped back into his car, and drove away.
I hurt you.
He
I'm so
proved that the
sorry.
best way to win is to
Please.
become so great that your
Let
past
me-
becomes just a small story in your
Don't
legend.
shut me out. Please don't do this to me.
It's over. I'm done.
You can't just leave me.
Watch me.